It's Castranger, definitely not starting an hour late.
Yeah, because I'm a fuckwad.
Wait. How would they know that we're starting late unless they're here for the live show?
That's the joke.
What if I'm... Oh, okay, I guess we're killing the roll call then.
No. Let Gar finish his thought.
Oh.
Well, I was just going to say, well, what if they're sitting on the crapper and they're listening, or they're starting their walk first thing in the morning? Or what if they're just bored? They don't know that we started late.
Well, now
they're late for listening to the episode.
I changed my mind. That wasn't worth it. Cue the roll call.
Right!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect!
Show running super savant.
Level up!
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse, Ultracaster, Gar.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Respecting the source material, Greencaster, Senshi.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 430. It's episode Honchcrow?
Oh, that Pokemon sucks.
Yeah, that's Pokemon 430.
Oh boy.
I am assuming, as long as they have looked it up correctly. I'm not fact-checking this shit.
Sona Dineshi!
Hey, that's why I get done work.
430?
Yeah.
I used to be done work at 4:30, but now I'm cut back, so I finish at 3:30 now.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
I was originally scheduled to work 12 till 8, and then they figured out 8 o'clock wasn't working, so now I'm 8:30, but basically I'm done at 9.
Yeah, so let's get this out of the way. If you notice Lane sounds different, there's a reason for that.
I moved into a condo, so
Hooray.
yeah. It's great.
I thought
me
you
and
got
Kelly.
sucked into a void.
No, it's just me and Kelly, and the best part is I got my own little den, which I can put all my gaming stuff, and then Gar's going to come at the end of the month and help me put up my collection.
Okay, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Yeah. Gar's going to come over, we're going to talk about girls and stickers.
Honestly, Lane, honest to God,
I can't wait for those stickers.
No, besides from
Man, I
that,
got a pony sticker. So good.
I honestly
I believe you have a
come
pony
over,
sticker.
get pizza, get beer, and just hang out with my best bud.
Oh. Also, if everyone isn't aware of, the Barbie movie's coming out
Oh,
this summer. I'm hype as fuck. I'm going to go see it.
It looks hilarious.
One of the
Freaking beach
movies
balls.
Someone made a Barbie poster generator site where you could literally just post anything and make it a Barbie poster.
And of course, someone made one of Rita from King-Ohger.
Yeah. Yeah, someone like the generator. It's fantastic.
The Barbie poster generator.
I made this one.
Of course,
This
he
Ken is a
did.
Jonesy.
I mean, he's pretty much a Ken.
Yeah. This Barbie is a Gundam.
Yo, Barbie transforms now? Sick!
Whoa, yo, Gundam Barbie.
All right. Well, if you're tuning into us for the first time, welcome. We are a bunch of Barbies who get together every week to talk
We're a
about
bunch of dolls.
yeah, or we're just a bunch of guys and dolls. There's the Rita one.
This Barbie is...
Luck be a Jedi tonight.
And we get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. And this week is a double episode special because last week I was out of the country.
Okay, I know this is like sudden. Can we please talk about King-Ohger first?
Oh, okay.
I really want to
Well, I
talk
mean,
about King-Ohger.
We have to get through the news first, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yay!
Then let us ride on our imaginary horses and freaking attack this news as if it's the opponent.
Well,
News mode.
first off, it's funny you mentioned King-Ohger because I wanted to briefly mention before we get into the actual news stories that the full version of the King-Ohger theme released in the last week or two, and it is amazing.
It's an earworm. It's
Yeah.
definitely a fucking. I'm
It's
at
an
work.
earworm.
I'm at work punching metal, and all I just do is boss is coming.
Also, I'm getting closer and closer to solving the mystery of what song the middle part of the theme reminds me of. I'm not 100% sure, but the two that I'm now gravitating around, it sounds like the 25M theme from Donkey Kong and also the first Overlord opening.
Oh, okay. You mentioned the Overlord.
I always thought Overlord.
My previous guess before that was that it sounded like the song from the Power Rangers 95 movie when Ivan Ooze makes that one construction worker do the swim. Those are the three that I'm gravitating around in terms of what song the King-Ohger theme reminds me of. I'm not 100% sure, but if anyone has a better idea of what it sounds like, please let me know. It keeps me up at night.
It's true.
Sleep.
I went to go hang out with him once, and I just see Ichi laying in bed.
All right, on to our first actual news story. Speaking of the opening theme, we don't have an actual ending theme, but they decided to put out a promotional video for King-Ohger to the opening theme where the Rangers did basically the equivalent of an ending dance.
And golly gee, does it fucking suck?
The dance kind of sucks.
And of course, Rita fucking owning the entire video.
They do a good job of showing off their personalities, and the reason to watch it is to watch Rita just be absolutely not okay with doing it. But as Sentai dances go, it's kind of fucking awful.
It's more. You know what it is? Yeah, no shame. It's as if a very non-athletic person came up with this dance.
I don't know if this person has any credits, but apparently the dance was choreographed by Takashi Deguchi.
I don't know who that is, so
Yeah, I don't know.
So now we know whose house to
Whose house to egg?
Yeah.
Whose apartment complex we have to hit?
Whose country we have to invade?
TP's house.
Every time I think of the word egg, I just think of that video where it's just this girl filming a chicken. I need an egg, and then just instantly fucking lays an egg.
He did the Kira Major ending dance, but that was good. How do you go from that to this?
Oh, you can tell he was bored.
Well, I guess this is where the budget ran out.
Remember I said wouldn't it be funny if we didn't get an opening?
Yeah.
It would be like, that's a sin.
Yeah. But yeah, as people in the Discord are mentioning, what also came out along with the full version of the opening is a bunch of other tracks, including character themes for the 5 of them. They're all right. Blues is pretty good. It's not like face meltingly good, but I will say I was surprisingly entertained by Kaguragi's theme.
Kaguragi.
Oh, we have some words to say about him.
No. Sorry.
What?
No, just he. After thinking he's a bee, he's got he's got the food kingdom and everything, and it turns out of all 5, he's my least favorite by quite a large margin.
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll get into the reasons for that when we talk about the episode.
Is his first name Dybowski or something?
They're all great.
His last name is Dybowski.
Dybowski.
The big Dybowski.
I mean, I always make the joke of, welcome to the kingdom of tofu. The ruler is Kaguragi Dybowski.
I'm watching you, Dybowski.
Always watching. Why is his last name Dybowski?
I don't know.
I'm so glad that it is.
Yeah, no, it's one of those moments where I'm so happy it is, but he's the most feudal era Japan fucking dude.
Yep.
His last name's Dybowski.
His mom was Polish. What do you want?
I'm thinking
oh Christ!
Is it end with an I or a Y?
Oh, hold on. Kaguya has the actual answer. Oh. Surname comes from the scientific name of Black Hornet, Vespa Dybowski.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But
Okay.
the whole feudal Japan thing was all an act, and he just made it all like that.
Wow.
One, like the last episode, he just like comes out wearing like a
Normal
nice
clothes.
suit and like nice cut hair, glasses, and he just like acts like a totally fucking normal Japanese man.
I will say they put out a promotional image of like them in costume, and then immediately below the actors out of costume. They look like the children of the characters. It's fucking scary how good the costumes and makeup
night
are.
and fucking day.
Oh no! You know what that is?
Yep, there's
Super
the images.
Sentai, like Super Sentai, Power Rangers.
So look, that's what the actors look like out of costume. Look at Black. We would absolutely not recognize him.
I would recognize him. I just wouldn't peg him for the douche that he is.
That's called acting.
Every single episode, I'm just gonna be like, "You're on thin ice, Dybowski."
How I felt was just like you.
You pissed on my fucking country.
You done fucked up, Dybowski.
In case people aren't realizing, we're making references to the movie The Big Dybowski.
Lebowski.
My reference was from an episode. Mine was from an episode of Simpsons where like they go to New York because like Homer's car's there, and just like I forgot what the name of the mechanic is, but like it's like Dybowski.
I just want to sound like the disgruntled chief of something. Like, Dybowski, you fucked up again!
That's the ideal to which we all strive.
Turn your gun in your badge!
I was thinking too, just like the angry authority figure.
Yep.
Yeah. You're on thin ice, Dybowski!
All right, we got other news stories to talk about. Next is the batch of... Next, we have the batch of scans formally introducing Kaguragi. God, that's a mouthful.
Trees, man.
Oh my fucking god! I love this suit.
Palette.
Yeah. Although his sword, it doesn't have all the boppets. It only has the horn, the Kaguragi horn.
Although I have a question: if the Kabuto Zord was made for him, why is he not a Kabuto?
It wasn't made for him. It's one of the like god Zords, and he just like stole it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Scorpion one too, but like there's no Scorpion Ranger, so
Not yet.
If they come out with this toy, like a sword as a toy, I'm getting it.
Oh, they absolutely will, and it's fucking gonna be Premium Bandai.
Yeah, it's gonna be Premium Bandai.
Hundo P.
And then they'll make a memorial one, and it'll be more expensive.
P Bandai is just gonna be over here being like, "Hold your fire, men."
Hold.
I'm hoping we get a figure of him.
Next in this batch of scans, we have the upcoming Megazord combination Legend King-Ohger, which is King-Ohger plus the 3 deity Zords of Kabuto, Bata, and Sasori.
Do you wish that the 3 god ones made their own mech? I feel like that would have made more sense.
When they first announced those 3, I was really hoping that the 3 of them would form their own Megazord, and I wouldn't necessarily say that's off the table quite yet, but I'm hoping that's where they go with these. Yeah. Because like the main Megazord's already 10 fucking Zords. We really needed another 13 within the first 10 episodes of the show.
Yeah, they're going to add one more because 13's bad luck.
Listen, they're competing with Geats.
Therefore is bad luck.
Yeah.
Yet they're competing with Geats, where they showed off like 6 forms in the first episode.
It's also really fucking weird and creepy how the Scorpion Zord just forms a gigantic fucking hand on the one side.
Scorpion hand.
Yeah.
It's just
kind of reminds me of Kirame Yellow's hand.
Against you.
Sorry, say again, Gar?
Oh, just the giant claw hand reminds me of the DX of Kiramagen.
Oh yeah.
Where like the yellow shovel hook is sort of just like in the hook formation, just extended out as an arm.
Yep.
I just imagine that it's like its entire purpose is just to be gross. So the Megazord just like brushes it against someone else's face, like, check out my weird giant hand, and they're just like, oh, why is it slimy? It's a robot.
Nothing can stop the claw.
It's not just a robot; it's a scorpion. Either of those things are slimy.
I know. I know. That's why the hypothetical person is confused.
And yeah, they also talked about the Shoe God Souls. Yeah, that's nothing major. All right, next news story. Speaking of Kaguragi, there is going to be a spin-off starring Racules.
Look at that fucking poster. Look how badass this man is.
That's a pretty good poster.
Oh my god.
We asked for this?
I did.
I mean, I'm down for it.
I fucking love Hercules. He's such a fucking asshole, but like, I'm so fascinated to see where this character is gonna go.
And added to the schedule.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So this is a
I
spin-off.
I love Hercules.
This is a
I keep
spin-off.
wanting to say, honey, you mean hunky.
Hercules.
Honey, you mean Hercules.
Hercules.
So this is a spin-off that will focus on King Hercules Hasty. He will use
Hasty?
Oh, this is interesting. So we now know the name of the sword. It's called the Ohsama Caliber Zero.
Oh, so it's probably like the proto.
Yeah,
It could be a prototype. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this spin-off is releasing April 23rd on the Toei Tokusatsu YouTube channel for free,
Ooh.
which means it will be subbed very quickly.
Yay.
All right, what can we move in the schedule?
It's so ugly. I love him. That's basically me, Stefan.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Speaking of Kuwagata Ohger, they also revealed a figure for him, from the Action Hero line, which means it's not super detailed, but
it'll be nice. It'll be a good substitute until placeholder until the figure art comes out.
Yeah.
Man, this looks like if they took Gavon, the blue Beetleborg, and they just...
Looks like the Red Ranger, but gray.
You might be onto something.
It's like they took the Kuwagata Ohger suit and made it 10 times better.
And just applied a monochrome filter.
Someone's just at the office accidentally fucked up with the paperwork. It's like, oh, sorry.
Brilliant. There's our Sixth Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, no, this isn't the Sixth Ranger. This is more of...
a rival Ranger.
No, more like Deca Master in a sense, like an extra Ranger who's not technically our Sixth Ranger.
I don't know if I want to call him a mentor Ranger.
Well, oh no,
but guys,
like Deca Master as in just an extra Ranger.
But guys, he's just the same Kuwagata Ohger figure like we got before, but he's got a gold sword.
I want it.
Give me.
He's the gray Blaster Beetleborg.
No. He's the gray Kuwagata Ohger. I fucking love saying that, man.
Can we call it that? The Gray Blaster Beetleborg.
Gray Blaster Beetleborg.
I mean, like, the funny thing is, he's gray/silver, and he's a Kuwagata, just like the actual titanium Beetleborg from Beetleborg's Metallics.
Oh my god!
Funny enough, one of the guys that voiced one of the Astro, Borgs is going to be at Anime North this year.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy that voiced, I want to say Roboborg or Fireborg.
Roboborg was the Zord. Fireborg, there was Dragonborg, Fireborg, Lightningborg, and Ladyborg.
Yeah, there's the Sean Connery ass one.
Dragonborg was the Sean Connery one.
Then I think it's Fireborg.
Oh, okay.
Also, I may be going to Anime North for one day.
I'm so sorry.
Just one day.
I mean, hey, that means I can come see you guys for an extra day.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to Fan Expo for a day.
Well, I'm going with Fan Expo too. Anyways, we're getting off track here. Yeah. Nice figures.
Anyways, this is an awesome suit. Yeah. I cannot wait to see more of Hercules. Oh my fucking god, I love him.
The figure is 1980 April 22nd release.
Yay!
Next set, DX3 large Sue goddamn set.
Remember Legend King-Ohger? It's back in toy form.
Yay!
I want it.
It still looks good.
All right, let's see. We got Stag Buster in a black and gold variant. We have Sasori Voyager in a black and gold variant, and the Punch Kick Hopper Zector in a gold and black variant.
Really?
I can't ever look at the fucking opened up Bata Shoe God without being reminded of the Omikoshi Phoenix.
That is the Hopper Zector.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's literally just the... and that's the Saw Sword Zector. These guys!
Dude, where's that crossover?
Kabuto and
King-Ohger?
Yeah.
I would fucking love that shit!
I'd probably
Fuck Juko B-Fighter. Where's my Kamen Rider Kabuto Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger collab?
I mean, we literally have a golden black Kabuto, just like B-Fighter, again. We have a
And keep in
silver
mind-
Kuwagata Ranger and a gold Kabuto Zord.
Sorry.
The comparisons are piling up.
And keep in mind, in the opening, they described this planet being in the main continuity, just at the other end of the universe. We could have this crossover.
What's the name of all the director who does all the Shin movies?
Hideaki
Anno?
Anno. Well, Anno and Higuchi.
Yo, Shin B Fighter. Let's do it.
Oh, fuck. I would be so down.
He wouldn't do it.
What about Gavon? Do you think
He'll
he'd do
never
Gavon?
do it.
No, I don't think he would
Shin
do it.
Gavon.
I
Shin
think
Gavon.
Kamen Rider was the last one.
No! Gotta do Sentai. He's gotta do Go Ranger.
No.
Oh, man, Shin Go
Come
Ranger.
on.
Oh my god, that would be so fucked up.
I would love it.
Just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Just so much blood.
I need to watch Black Sun.
The Red Ranger gets
Yes, you
stained with
do.
so much blood it just tinges the color of the suit.
Yes, Lane. You do have to watch Black Sun. Like a lot.
Yep.
Alright.
The
So-
set's gonna be 3,850 yen.
Hold on. So there is a set that is just the 3 shoe gods. Let's see.
Well, how is Godhopper cheaper than the others?
Because it's the shitty one.
Okay, so yeah, the set of all 3 Bata, Sasori, and Kabuto is 10,450 yen, or you can buy them individually for 3850 yen. That's for Sasori, and then Bata is 2750 yen, and they're all releasing April 22nd. And if you pre-order any of these items, you get the Kabuto Shoe God Soul,
That's cool.
aka the Beetle Gem.
Jeez, the end of April is going to be a really expensive month for King-Ohger fans.
Yeah.
This thing looks like the lodging that Mick made in Dino Fury. Little soap bug thing.
Yeah.
It's
an amber.
thing. That,
It's an amber.
that, what's his name had at the end of his cane in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I was about to say that looks like it's about to start a theme park populated with dinosaurs.
Yeah, I
Well,
have to
it's a
say
beetle.
that it's the reason I like Amber so much. So
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Our next news story is that there are King-Ohger patches of the country emblems.
That's good.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Okay.
These people
Neat.
are merch crazy.
So yeah, 990 yen. I think, is that for all 5 of them? I think so. Yeah, and they're releasing in June. So yeah,
Yeah, those looks like the Magic Ranger logo a bit.
a little bit.
Yes.
Just take the M in Magic Ranger and squish
Yep.
it.
Yep. I love all these
Next.
icons. Next, if you enjoyed the Yeti plushies, good news, they're releasing them.
Wow. Even the big one?
But
The
what
most-
about the big one?
I know, right? That should be the next premium Bandai. So yeah,
we need the big one.
the name of the mascot is Mofun.
Yeah,
they have the giant rabbit plushie for build. So why could they not?
Yeah.
Listen, I know they want to copy the same way that they did the Mandalorian with its effects, but do we really need a mascot character?
Listen, I am Mufon or die.
His name is Sir Grogu now.
Yes, Sir Grogu.
Yeah, he's also just not gonna lie. She looks so fucking cute in that
Yes.
outfit.
Hopefully, you know they're gonna put out like her clothes you can buy, or like Rita's outfit.
I saw the photos.
Okay,
Stupidly
so
expensive.
yeah, the Mofun mascot character is available in 3 sizes: 8 centimeters tall, 10 centimeters, and 15 centimeters. Premium Bandai. For each size up, it's 1870 yen, 1980, and 22,310 yen. All releasing in July.
What the fuck, Bandai? You give a new mascot 3 different size figures, but you can't give me a brand new Hanajiro plushie for the 25th anniversary of Dyna? 0 out of 10.
No, you get the robot one.
I would have.
I don't want the robot one. I want a giant Hanajiro plushie.
But the robot one's better.
Decker, put up the photo of me staring at Hanajiro.
All right.
Can I
Next,
see it?
from Die Ranger, the Shoto Super figure line announced figures of the. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm going to go with Potros. Potros?
But just,
The Mooks.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
They have bikes.
They look like butlers, they have serving trays, and they have fucking bicycles. What the fuck?
No, man, best one. Best photo of them all.
Oh, there's a shot of them getting hit in the nuts.
Yeah. Remember the reason why we didn't get Die Ranger suits?
Yep. There it is.
Actually, the reason we didn't get the Die Ranger suits is because they were afraid of changing up the brand so quickly.
Yeah, they were afraid kids wouldn't have object permanence.
Yeah, that's why the Mighty Morphin suits stayed for like 3 years.
Wait, what? I want to see this. That's one image of the Pink Ranger drop kicking.
Just, I'm happy. I love this. I need this.
And then them what looks like they're doing a dance number.
Oh,
the last picture.
Stop right there. Thank you very much.
So,
all right.
I've just sorry. I'm so happy for this because this is what we need. We need figures.
Wait. Hang on. This is a show about martial arts, right? And like chi and like energy. Why are the mooks waiters?
I don't know. Maybe it's about
why?
Maybe it's because if it's about like martial arts and training and staying fit, the antithesis to that would be eating food and falling out of shape.
No,
is there like a
the opposite of hard work?
Yeah.
Well, okay. No. Just think of it this way, Lane. What exactly are they in the organization?
Foot soldiers, mooks.
They're the foot soldiers. They're the mooks.
Mm-hmm.
They're the essential. They're essentially waiters. They do the work.
They serve death.
I love Seven in our chat. The battle butlers.
I guess so.
These things were fucking crazy.
All right. Anyways,
man's red. Anyways, the set's fucking awesome.
Shoto Super Premium Bandai Web exclusive 49.50 yen releasing in August, and they also announced that they're going to be a Shokugan modeling project kit of Daireno.
Yes.
The Thunder Megazord.
Also known as the Thunder Megazord.
Why do they have bikes though? Because it was menacing, guys.
It was
Work off all that food.
All right, they were fucking scary. Imagine a faceless mook chasing after you in a horde on bicycles.
I mean, they got weird red lips, but
they work for tips. I'm just surprised their bikes are different colors at this point.
They work for people who have money. They can't afford a car.
All right, moving on. So this was interesting. The Geats Hyper Battle DVD was announced, and it's going to be Geats Ryuki form versus Buffa Oja form.
I love it and hate it at the same time.
Which means they're putting out an Oja buckle.
Like Geats looks fine. Buffa, did they even try?
I actually think Buffa Oja form looks pretty good.
Buffa Oja form looks amazing.
Because they just took Oja's chest and put it on Buffa.
Well, yeah, that's what it is.
And it works so
Geats is
well.
the one they didn't try on. It's just a fucking generic chest plate that vaguely looks like Ryuki.
I like Buffa's design. Like in general. I don't know how I feel about the chest plate, but I mean, his design is good enough that you can't really throw it.
This form is based on Oja from Ryuki, so.
Okay.
And yeah, of course it makes the same sound. Their belts don't have any unique sounds. Have you seen Ryuki?
This is so fucking stupid, though.
Okay, so it's titled Kamen Rider Geats, What the Hell? Desire Grand Prix Full of Men. I'm Oja.
Is that actually what the DVD is called?
Yep.
Wait, did it actually say "what the hell" in the title?
Yeah.
It's probably translated. It's probably something like Nanto or like something in Japanese.
Design pretty full of men.
Guy?
This sounds like I'm just imagining like the Pornhub starter logo happening.
What the fuck?
You guys are focused on what the hell? I'm focused on Desire Grand Prix Full of Men.
Let me see if I can look this up and find the actual title.
I'm like, that's who you're
Full of Men sounds incredibly suspicious.
Okay, the Japanese title is Terebikun Hyper Battle DVD Kamen Rider Geatsu Doyasa Otoko Darake no Desire Grand Prix Oja wa Oreda.
Cool.
So what the part that's what the hell is Doyasa?
Glad you cleared that up.
There you go.
None of us speak Japanese.
Thank you, Ichi.
I'm just disappointed. It's the year 2023, and these things are still fucking DVD.
Yep. And not only DVD, just DVD, no Blu-ray version. But there are two versions of it. You can get just the DVD for 3,000 yen, or you can get the version that comes with the Oja buckle for 39.99 yen.
I don't think anyone would want to spend $200 on a Blu-ray of a Hyper Battle video.
No. Well, no, it's not that. It's just give them a QR code or something so that they can at least download an HD copy of this.
I was going to say they should just put it out on USB sticks.
For more easier distribution? I don't think so, Gar.
No, like think of it. 01, Saber, Revice with both of its Hyper Battle videos, they all look terrible because it's like the DVD quality, like whatever they put on that, like whatever DVD they use, it looks like fucking shit.
They're just smearing bacon grease.
God, I can't take Ace. Ace looks like such a fucking goofball in that image, and I hate it.
God, it looks like a fucking 80s martial arts.
Why is Kayla wearing a plaid suit?
Because the Kool-Aid Man's red. Why is Oja up in the corner being like, yeah?
Ace is wearing shorts. That's weird.
I hate everything about this except Buffa Oja form looks kind of cool.
You can tell that's a newer photo of Oja because he's fat.
Yep.
Don't remind me.
I watched Outsiders episode 1. Yup.
Oh God!
It's just a suit actor. He's gotten older.
No, but they could have just used a different one.
That's true.
That is true. But he probably has a contract though.
All right.
20 years?
If you cast anyone else, I'll murder you.
I mean, he was Kamen Rider Black.
All right, let's move on. We spent too much time on this.
Yeah.
Next, SH Figure Arts Cyclone from Shin Kamen Rider.
So cool.
That looks
bike.
so fucking
sick. I love the bike. Does it come
It's a really nice looking bike.
Figure of Kabuto's,
The Kabuto?
Of Ichigo as well?
No, I think that's separate.
Look at that photo.
The item. So the bike is 180 millimeters in length, transparent parts to replicate the 4 headlights and screen.
Okay, click on the picture where like he's standing next to the bike. Look at his legs. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I love the one where he's on the bike with his jacket open, going wee.
Yeah, that's a reference. That's a reference to I think when he henshins in the movie.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Oh, happy mom.
Okay, so different textures expressed for each part through the combination of coloring and mold color parts. You can also transform this into the Cyclone that can be ridden by your Kamen Rider Nego figure by swapping the bike's current muffler with the exchangeable muffler.
Oh, thank God.
All right, cool.
I was concerned that it would be an exchangeable muffler.
My life would not be complete unless this Cyclone could be the Nego version.
All right.
I can't wait to see these motorcycles rot in the freaking storage unit.
Oh, no!
I'm so excited to see it for 7 minutes, maybe.
They'll show up in the next Tyson movie.
Just
2 minutes.
Blood everywhere. Just even the riders are like, should we do something about them? No, let them do their thing.
No, let them.
Yeah, let them do their own thing.
Watch how fucking like watch them do a thing where like Hongo had like a fucking daughter or something like that, and then she becomes a Kamen Rider. Didn't he have a granddaughter?
No, Hongo never had a granddaughter because when he became a cyborg, that.
Also,
right. I was thinking because from like the Ghost Ichigo movie where like he was defending that woman.
That being said, Hongo
That's
and
the Ghost of
Ichimonji
Tachibana.
can technically turn anyone into a Kamen Rider.
Oh right, that was Tachibana's granddaughter.
I said the Ghost of Tachibana.
No, it was Tachibana's granddaughter.
Wow. All right, we're getting a little crazy here. Just quick side note: I wasn't in my news feed, but I also saw a post that apparently the Shin Kamen Rider movie will be put in Western theaters as of May 31st. So keep an eye out in your local area for that.
I'm so stoked.
All right, next news story. From Gavan, Soul of Chogokin, Electronic Star Beast Doll, and Giran Saucer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so fucking cool. That's so cool.
So detailed. It's awesome.
Right?
How much is it?
Wow.
Let's see. 27,500 yen will give you such a crick in the wallet.
But wait. Does it come with like a little tiny Gaban you can put on top of his head?
No.
I don't think so.
No, that ruins it.
No.
This could have been the most awesome Polly Pocket release of all time.
Yeah, because Gaban rides on his head. It's awesome.
But it does come with tiny little
Also
motorbikes.
Mighty Max. Because like I saw the lid open on the saucer and I'm like, this is just fucking Polly Pocket.
No, it's Micro Machines.
That too.
I was like, space.
Oh, sweet. It comes with both his vehicles.
Yeah. 27,500 yen releasing in September. Very neat.
How much is
I
that
hope this
in
does well so that we can do the others.
$275
Okay.
plus shipping and markup and customs.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay, it's worth it.
We have surprisingly 2 Amy Jo Johnson related news stories this week.
I don't want to talk about this one. It's horrible.
Where she's making a.
Yeah, so apparently people were tweeting at Amy Jo Johnson, aka Kimberly from Mighty Morphin, about why she wasn't in Once and Always, the upcoming 30th anniversary film. And apparently the tweet that she put out in response was, maybe I just didn't want to wear spandex in my 50s. Maybe I couldn't go to New Zealand for a month. Or none of your beeswax.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a satisfying.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, sure. Because
It's probably a money thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I had heard that when you go to New Zealand to do Power Rangers, they don't pay to have you put up or anything like that. A lot of the Legacy Rangers are like the Legacy Rangers are apparently like paying for their own accommodations and stuff.
Yep, because the
Yeah.
show's not union.
Yeah, and I
Nothing
think that's
happens.
another thing. I think because Amy Jo Johnson has done so much other television, I think she might be a union person. Like I think she might be. I think that might. That's just a
could be
hypothesis on
it.
my part.
Could be.
That's just a hypothesis on my part, but I do think that she was approached with it. She was approached to do this thing that we're about to talk about, and I think that that's a big thing. But I do also think that this might be a union concern / I can't imagine with those kinds of conditions that they treat the actors very well. So I don't know that. I think she's just got higher standards.
She's saying she's saying that it's not because of money, but I'm just putting it out there that's what was said.
Well, I think what she was trying to say is it wasn't because they didn't offer her enough money or anything like that. But but if she's made to just pay out of her own pocket to stay in New Zealand and shoot this project, and I wouldn't want to do that either. That's kind of it kind of feels like you're paying to be a part of this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of feeling like you should come back.
Well, that's a thing. And the other Amy Jo Johnson related news story is regarding a comic book series that she is part of.
Oh my goodness.
So she is co-writing this project with her partner, director Matt Hotson. Matt Hotson.
Matt's hot son.
Yeah.
Matt's hotter son.
Wait, so people are named after things from their past. So at one point, someone just have a really hot son. They were like, "That should be your surname."
That means someone before the Hotsons existed, their last name was just Hot.
Yeah. They were the son of someone named Hot.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so this is after Boom Studios' Power Rangers 30th anniversary comic book celebration Kickstarter campaign. She came up with the idea of the story before the pandemic, and there is a promise that this new series will be different from the original. It's her version of the story.
God.
It's going to be the Kimberly show. Kimberly, all the time.
Her comic book series will be a family reunion type of story in which the Mighty Morphin Rangers are now in their mid-40s.
Oh.
Intriguing.
Interesting.
So you're telling me she literally went, "I'll make my own anniversary special of blackjack and hookers."
Yup. I'm not gonna be in the special. I'm gonna make my own as a comic.
I'm gonna play.
Is it just gonna be Power slash Rangers?
With my Power Rangers toys, and I'm gonna have a real reunion.
Well, I mean, since it's in comic form, we don't have to worry about actors that are no longer around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna have a threesome with Tommy and Jason.
That Dear John letter she left Tom.
Oh God.
That kind of got explained, and it's a bit fucked up.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what this comic turns out like.
Yeah.
That we won't see until next year.
Yep.
And
And our
you
last
all know that I'll be the one reading it.
and our last news story is that the Ghetto Robo franchise is getting its own live-action film.
Oh
What
boy.
the fuck?
I'm so
I
sorry.
love Getter.
I know Raven will probably be happy.
Yes, he's gonna be very pleased with this.
The film
Why does
launched.
one of them look like Gutsman?
You're so right. It's as if Gutsman was a Metabot and they replaced his leg parts with tank tread parts.
This reminds me of that one Yu-Gi-Oh monster. You know, the three robots that can.
Oh yeah, the
combine together?
XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the film launched a crowdfunding campaign for a pilot version of the film, which aims to raise 5 million yen, and it's so they can test filming and production techniques. They warned backers that the project will be more in line with the length and scope of Japanese films rather than Hollywood films. They have already reached their goal over 10 million yen raised. That's over double what they asked for.
Jeez.
Wow.
People
That
are
means
really
don't
like
fuck
Getter
up.
Robo.
Yeah.
Japan loves their robots.
They are planning for a spring 2025 release to commemorate the franchise's 50th anniversary.
I would
Wow.
not mind a
Hey.
Super Robot cinematic universe. That'd be cool.
Right?
Mazinger movies, Getter Robo movies, things like that.
Sounds like it will be cool.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Good for them for shooting for that release date.
Yeah.
All right, they know this is gonna take a while, so it's like fuck it. 50th anniversary is in 2 years.
I love
Wait a
that.
minute.
I love that a tokusatsu film studio is called Big One.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Film Studio Big One, which is an actual tokusatsu character.
Yes. Pimp Ranger.
Yeah.
Hang on, Getter Robo and Super Sentai started the same year.
Oh wow.
Damn.
What? That was.
Also, it was Gridman's 30th anniversary this week.
Yep.
Oh, sick.
Cool.
Good old Gridman.
Happy
can't
anniversary,
I
Gridman.
want
Love
Gridman
you.
Universe.
Same.
Put it out. Put it out.
All right. Well, that's our news for the week.
Cool.
Whew. That was a lot.
Look, Paul, they made an updated Gridman suit.
Gridman.
so good.
No,
Baby
that looks-
Dan Dan.
that looks really good.
Figure arts when?
Hopefully this year.
I would
Yeah.
have a Gridman figure art.
I also would.
Same.
Yeah, man. Or I'm sorry, Servo figure art.
Cyber Squad.
Yes. I still catch myself calling him Servo now and again.
True.
That's fine. It's a nice name.
All right,
It is,
Lane.
it's a good-
Since Lane made the executive decision to swap which series we start with this week, take us in.
Oga Buzo.
Close enough.
Okay, so Kaguragi,
Mm-hmm.
I thought like he's like he runs the like food kingdom. He's got a bee. He's sort of over dramatic and stuff. Like, oh, he seems like a kind of guy that. And then he shows up and he's just like
Plus, orange is his secondary color.
a duplicitous jerk.
Yes, he's awful. He's also the best. Simultaneously the best, but also awful.
I just want to say that every time they close up on his face, I die laughing.
Like I know, and here's the thing. I really like all 5 of them. Like they're a really good group. But it's just funny that the one I thought would maybe be my favorite ended up being my least favorite.
Emily,
Goddamn
I will say this. You must refer him at all times as his full name, Kaguragi Dybowski.
Dybowski, yes.
Before we get too far into this, since Paul is catching up, why don't you give us a quick rundown of your thoughts on episode 3? The debut of Yellow,
Yellow
Ranger.
Ranger's the goddamn best ever. Calling it right now.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank
best.
you.
Lane,
Thank you.
Lane on the previous episode expressed how far he's going full simp for Himeno Ran.
I
She's fucking
understand
amazing.
Completely. I understand
Look,
completely. She's
And I'm a girl. So,
Sorry, say again, Emily. You cut out.
no, just like I think that like the world could like she's amazing.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
There's the high kick shot.
She goes. Yes, there's that. Everything she does has absolute this bitch over here energy.
Yup.
And I just every single time.
That's Ishibana's ass. Nice.
And then we Rita in the episode coming up, and they're like flipping amazing. And then we have poor Kaguragi who's just there. And he's just sort of no.
I actually kind of enjoy Kaguragi. He's like the tricksy one.
So do I, but at the same time, like I feel like disappointed in him, like a parent.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
let's-
I had high hopes. For
Let's
you.
remember that this is literally the start of the show. Maybe he'll
I know.
change over the course of the
I hope he
series.
doesn't.
No, I want him to be a tricksy, detestable, double-crossing douchebag.
Yes.
I
all
have
the
to.
time.
I have to agree with Paul on this one. I kind of hope he's just this lying piece of shit for the whole show.
I kind of
Where's it-
hope. Yeah. Sorry. Please go ahead.
He wears it well.
Absolutely.
He really does.
I agree. And
I'm
I
not
really,
saying-
really want so much for them to just every time he tricks them and every time he like betrays them and stabs them in the back, he just goes like, "It's honestly your fault at this point." For trusting.
Fool me 33 times.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's not like a oh rage like horrible. It's more like what are you doing, man? Like that
Yeah.
kind of.
What hijinks are you up to this week, Dybowski?
You're like,
Dybowski! You're on thin ice, Dybowski!
just thinking, make me think of Stands.
Oh, the fucking shot of like the snail in the field and it just tipped over. That's
The
so
snail
funny.
sword is honestly going to be hilarious
I
throughout the
love
show.
And I love her so much.
Yeah,
I
Decker,
love the
I'm
backgrounds.
sorry, but fuck God, Ed. It's all about the snail.
No, that about got it.
God,
No,
Ed
God,
has
it's
been kind
amazing.
of a
I'm
meme
sorry.
in the
I did
fandom
not
for
mean
some reason.
to blasphemy God, Ed.
I-
You choose death.
7 in the Discord. Oh, Dybowski, you did it again. Laugh track.
Track.
Like just we all freeze.
Freeze frame.
Yeah, and a 1980s sitcom theme song plays while credits roll.
Credits roll.
Okay,
Too
Emily, I
many
have
cooks.
Emily, I have a question for you.
It's too many kings.
If around your birthday, if a plushie of Dybowski showed up on your doorstep, what would you do?
Punt it.
And him talking very cautiously. I'd be watching him.
Yeah.
He's just always constantly watching you in your bedroom, and you're just like watching you, Dybowski.
Dybowski.
Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Think like how do I describe it? And it's not like a lot of people would say, "Oh, I want to punch him in the face." And it's like, no. How I feel is like I want to like cross my arms at him and shake my head slowly.
Wag my finger at him.
No, he's that one friend that just like he's a piece of shit, but he's so fun to be around.
You know what the term is? He's the wild card.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you, Emily. Like, I literally look at him and I'm just like, man,
But
you're
like
lucky you're
as
good
much
at what you do.
like as much as good as his character is, I think we just all love him just a tad more because his name is Kaguragi Dybowski.
Of course.
Of course.
That name is phenomenal.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Also, curious. Do not feel pressured to buy me anything ever, like at all, ever.
We like to.
Like, please don't worry about me. I am just here by wait, that's weird.
I don't need a Dybowski watching me at all times.
So I noticed that when the opening sequence played in episode 4, the first few shots of like each of the individual rangers was different. So I'm looking forward to seeing more like how that's going to change every episode. We're going to see like different shots of each of the members.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So we get a bit of lore in this episode about the shoe gods, and specifically the 3 legend deities. And then they mention about how Kabuto was apparently reconstructed for Rackley's personal use. So now I'm super curious if Rackley's might, upon his debut as O Kuwagata Ohger, potentially steal God Kabuto back and use that as his Zord.
I really hope so.
That makes perfect sense.
I kind of wish he would have like a Kabuto Beetle themed Ohger suit, but okay.
I was gonna say, like, why not Kabuto Ohger?
Yeah, like I
Why the palette swap?
I don't quite understand the palette swap. I know that like Red Ohger was supposed to like be his originally, but
then I guess he just pulls out this prototype backup. We don't quite know the context behind the
same suit. Just
Kuwagata Ohger this fucking name is painful to pronounce. Kuwagata Ohger power set.
Oh, Kuwagata Ohger. No, it's Kuwagata Ohger.
Kuwagata Ohger.
So yes, they get introduced to Kaguragi and everyone else has like an assistant who's an actual character. Kaguragi just has a fleet of fucking Kurokos, none of whom actually talk.
With weird fucking face like prints on them.
I think they're designed to be, each of the faces is made of like actual Japanese text styled into faces.
Okay, so what guys is there stage assistants from old-timey Japanese plays?
Yes.
Yeah, we know about them from Shinkenger.
I was about to say, anyone who's seen Shinkenger will be familiar with this idea.
They actually made a figure art Zero of one.
Are they no performers?
It makes sense though, because if everything he does is he's putting on a show, then
he's a performer.
Yeah.
So they all get introduced to Kaguragi, and then he declares to them, "It's okay that you're a criminal and that you're being pursued by Rackley's because, surprise, we all hate him."
Oh, that fucking laugh he does. Oh my god.
You sound like a German shepherd trying to talk.
It's fucking, he's phenomenal, man.
What are you trying to pull off with that?
What are you up to, Dybowski?
Like,
Rackley says you're good for it.
What are you up to, Kaguragi Dybowski?
I just I put my hands on my hips and I go, "You're lucky I like you so much, Dybowski. Because if not, I'd kick your ass. But nah, you know what? You're too good at what you do. I gotta keep you around. But I'm watching you."
You pissed on my fucking country.
He pissed on my fucking country.
So we get introduced. He walks them all through the town, and we see that it's a thriving agriculture, and he gets introduced to all the food that they have, and
even the shittiest, dirtiest, bug bite covered vegetables are fucking delicious.
I'm surprised that I was actually impressed and surprised that Gura was able to pick out this is the one that's the real food. You know what I mean? Everything else is for show. The real food is the one you grow with dirt and mud in your hands and bugs biting it, because that means it's the good shit.
It makes sense also with Kaguragi getting his hands dirty.
Yeah, it's a really nice analogy.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what term is most appropriate.
I'm saying this, but I think that his kingdom is probably my least favorite of the kingdoms so far, which I feel bad about because it's the food kingdom. I'm supposed to be the food guy, but
the food guy.
Now that I think about it, the other 4 rulers, they all get involved with their people. Rackules is the only one who doesn't fucking get involved.
Yeah, because he's an asshole and no one likes him.
Yeah,
he's
the worst.
And as we learn in the next episode, which we'll talk more about, he's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Potentially. We don't know all the details yet. Anyway, so Kaguragi invites them all in, gives them food. They kind of get carried away with it. And then he's like, "All right, so now that I've fed you and shit, can we get on with saving my country?" And they ignore him to the point where he flips the fucking table.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
Did you see that?
They flipped the bitch.
We flipped the bitch.
And I kind of, my favorite moment from Kaguragi is in the entire episode is right at this point where he literally says the exact trigger words for all three of them in order to get them to help. He mentions handing over their crowns, and he says the word teppen. That's Yanma's trigger word because he wants to be the top. Teppen, that's his word. He talks about being selfish, and that triggers Himeno. And then he talks about saving the children, and that triggers Gira. This man knows how to get people on his side.
4D chess.
Again, just that side eye you're giving him the whole time. You're watching him cook, and you're just like, okay.
Like the whole it's like Kaguragi.
Yes.
Kaguragi
Dybowski.
You're just like, I'm watching you.
Jerry in the chat, he's playing 4B chess.
4B. Oh, it's funny because it's gotta be.
And of course, now that Yanma's interacting with Kaguragi again, he calls him the catchphrase, the slimy tanuki, or in Japanese, sukapon tanuki. And I finally realized the real meaning behind that phrase. He calls him sukapon tanuki because he's inviting him to sukapon his nuts!
No!
Got him!
That can't really be it. It can't
I've been waiting weeks to make that joke!
Wow.
Shannon!
I thought about
intent proven.
I thought about that joke literally before we recorded the last episode 2 weeks ago, forgot to use it, and then have been stewing on it for 2 weeks!
The actual writers for King-Ohger could be in this room and tell me, no, that's not what we were intending at all, and I go, you're lying. I go, no, you're incorrect. You were incorrect. That is
Got him! 3-pointer!
That is what you did, and that's what you're going to do from now on.
So anyways,
Well done,
they convince the Bugnarok to meet them the following morning at Explosion Quarry.
like in the quarry of battles.
Yeah. You want our country's treasure? Here you go! Hands the evil overlord a fucking tomato.
I love there's one moment where Kaguragi like fucking gets. I like there's one where Kaguragi gets into like fucking Himeno's face and Sebastian just fucking blocks him.
Yep.
Just like, you stay the fuck back.
You're within the queen's bubble, please back off.
Yeah, please fuck off. Thank you.
Sir.
Okay, so
Sir.
not only is Kaguragi an amazing, mischievous, lying son of a bitch, holy fucking shit, is he a badass motherfucker? He can fight.
I fully enjoyed all of his fucking antics while he was henching and fighting.
My god.
That crazy fight move.
Fucking sits on a dude at one point.
Yep.
Fighting style in this too, which is so cool.
Yeah. And that suit's so nice.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I thought it's a super creative move the way they put the bee stripes on the grill of the mouth.
Yeah.
It's too bad it's being worn by someone so.
But yeah, I love his roll call pose is basically just him just immediately fucking sitting down.
Doing the Shogun pose.
Yeah. So
Even- Dude, this child gets a timeout, but then like he gets a cookie after.
Oh boy, a cookie.
I don't know. That came out really good.
I also thought it was hilarious how it's like, we tricked him, haha, and then like 3 Zords pop up from underground. How did you get them in there? And then of course Kabuto shows back up, and then we have a fight between Kabuto and Kuwagata. And then after Gira convinces Kaguragi to work with them with his speech about how those who are manipulated, those who are puppets, can't protect anything, we get my favorite shot in the whole episode of the Zords literally hugging it out.
Yeah, that is actually part of, I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. That is actually part of how beetles fight when they're going to flip each other over.
No, not when they were actually fighting. I mean, after literally they hug each other. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh, I missed that.
Kabuto like shows up and then they're like Hercules, and Gear's like, no, it's Kaguragi.
He protected grass.
I go touch it.
Has a fertile land for delicious food stuff.
Yeah.
Was it just me, or did it feel like he has like a kind of personality 180 when he like transforms?
I don't know. I wouldn't put him that far. I think that he absolutely 180s personality-wise, but that's not when he transforms. That's just his trickster nature.
Yeah,
Just
no,
change
it's all
around.
act. Any and all emotions or any and all sort of affiliation he has with you, it's all an act.
Also when he's talking to Hercules, like he's talking to him, and like Hercules is like out in public talking to him, and like people look over at him, and he's just like, yes, hello.
Yeah. The two kids that Gira knows spot him in the street, and Hercules is like, yes, hello, citizens. Go fuck yourselves.
Kindly fuck off. Thank you.
Please fuck off, children.
We're on to you, Hercules.
Oh,
Hasty.
No, it's the children who are wrong. And then as they get God Kabuto back into its own self-control, we immediately get the combination. I don't think it has an actual name, but I'm going to call it Kabuto King-Ohger.
Sure.
And it just turns the Kabuto Zord into a goddamn railgun.
Yep.
And it's fucking awesome.
It's hilarious that the sword is the stand for it.
Yeah, like I knew there was an actual name for that. I just put it turned into some kind of laser cannon.
Yeah. And then like the fight after that point is a little weird because like we have to aim for the weak point, and then they fire. It's like, oh no, we're not gonna get it, and then it just blows up the monster.
Oh,
I guess we did it. Cool.
And that was the moment where I realized King-Ohger does not know how to end an episode.
And then we just cut back.
It blew up. Good.
I laughed my ass off in that one shot of inside Hachi when you see Hachi-Ohger, and then instead of the caliber, it's holding his fucking folding fan. So as we learn, when the pilot is in each of the Zords, King-Ohger gets a new power, and we see that Hachi's power is shields, and that's pretty cool.
That is interesting. And again, that's like my favorite type of power set.
Yeah. So you know what you have to do? You love everything about Hachi-Ohger except who he is, so you know what you need to do? You need to take that power set for yourself.
Beat him up.
But what if that's exactly what he wants?
Psych, this is your country now, you have to defend it. Okay, bye.
You mean I'm free to be a blight on all of humanity?
You wanted this, not me.
No, I don't know. I just...
No, she wants the suit, not the responsibilities.
That's
No,
like
she
me when
wants, no, guys. She wants the plushie. She doesn't want the responsibilities.
Oh, I don't want any of it. I'm not worthy of any kind of power of that type. Like even jokingly.
That's like me when I play Red Mage in FF14. I want the ability to raise someone, but not the responsibility.
Oh, nonsense. If this
Emily
goddamn
Dybowski.
fucking Sour Patch Kid can run a country.
I mean, having a country would be like having a Sour Patch Kid run a country. Not like one of the like actual like ones from the commercials that are like alive, but just like a non-living Sour Patch Kid.
It's just like sitting in the chair. Like
Just sitting there, yeah.
it's just a single Sour Patch Kid in the middle of a throne.
Wow.
They're just like, sir, the people are rioting. It's just like sitting there.
Just
Not
the pull
doing
string,
shit.
Just like the pull string with some canned dialogue goes off. Let's all be friends!
No, it's a
Oh my
piece of candy.
Oh, whichever.
What are we even talking?
Cabbage Patch Kid.
When you said Cabbage Patch Kids, I was just picturing a doll with a pull
I
string
said
voice.
Sour Patch Kids.
Oh.
It's candy.
Candy.
That too.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. So Gira insists that Dybowski become his newest party member, and he responds by calling the international judge and having him arrested.
Yeah, he called
Again.
Interpol.
He called the feds!
Yeah, he literally... He's a narc! He's a goddamn narc! Dybowski!
This was all just to keep...
No. He's that guy from The Last Jedi. Fucking
Oh, the code breaker?
DJ.
Oh, yeah.
DJ.
This was all just a ploy to keep Rita from investigating the illegal things he's growing his fruits with.
Okay.
No.
Speaking of Rita,
She's amazing.
oh my fucking god. They are amazing.
They are.
You already guessed they would be. Like, somehow they're even more amazing.
MVP.
I didn't think they would reveal the other side of Rita's personality this early.
But I'm so glad they did. Because I'm just every single moment, I'm here for them.
Every time Rita is on screen, I am glued to the screen. I'm so fascinated by
Throughout
them.
the entire episode, I just kept saying to myself, same.
Yeah, like, how are, like, the cool justice-y stuff, like, their speeches and everything, and then they go into a room and start talking with plushies, and I'm just like, okay, maybe we do have something in common?
Yeah, throughout the entire thing, I'm just like, hard same.
All right, well, we've got a lot to get to, so let's try and get through this in order. So, episode 5 opens with Gira once again being hung from something. In this case, God Papillon as it flies through the cold winter sky.
That was so fucking funny.
It's just like, haha, yes, bring me to Reckless!
Being, like, whipped in the face with snow.
Yeah, and he's like, this ain't shit! You ain't shit! You'll never get nothing out of me, you feds!
And apparently, in Gokhan, the way they arrest people is by covering them in a snowman.
And, like, sometimes they throw you into a monster mouth.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, yeah, the scalper just gets yout right into some sort of monster hole in the wall.
I love that, like, they put Gira in the snowman and, like, the assistant is there. And then, like, Rita's like, all right, like, we'll see what happens with you next. And then the assistant's like, wait, am I good? Can I go now?
Oh, you got
Yeah, they never said her name, but I looked it up. Her name is Morphonia, and as we can see, she's kind of a lazy assistant.
She's so adorable, though.
I will say, out of all the assistant characters, I like her the most. She's absolutely adorable.
I mean, she's adorable, but I'm all for Sebastian, man.
Sebastian's great.
When Paul and I were watching episode 3, I was saying, God, I hope I can't remember who, but one of us said that we hope that we eventually get to see Sebastian without the makeup.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because he's only 25, you know?
Yeah, God does he keep saying it.
But yeah, no, this Morphonia girl, isn't she also the one who was trying to, like, you know, talk shit about Rita to...
Yeah, later in the episode, he's like, if you have to hate anyone, hate Rita, because apparently everyone in this country either is a criminal or was a criminal.
But I think she has her own agenda.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet she has her own agenda.
Honestly, she does seem like the kind of character who, like, at the 11th hour goes, Psych, I betray you all!
I'm with the Bogunoroku. Yeah, I can see that. And she looks like a Hunter x Hunter character.
She's got that energy about her.
Yeah.
That, like, I'm planning some shit, and y'all won't know!
No, yeah, she looks like something out of Hunter x Hunter.
She herself says everyone either is a criminal or an ex-criminal, so that would include herself.
Yep. And when I heard her say that, I just went, so this country's Australia.
I didn't want to say it.
So one of the absolute highlights is, like, Rita suspects something's up with Gira, so they go to inspect, like, each kingdom and, like, find out stuff about him.
Yep.
And at one point, like, goes to the Gasts or whatever like that, or Gust, and Gust is just like, well, something's, like, you know, they have the King-Ohger calibers have, like, biometric locks on them, so, like, you have to be, like, royal blood or worthy of royalty to even use the sword.
And of course, that's where we immediately figure out what's happening.
And then Rita just, like, fucking screams, and I was not expecting that. Holy shit.
And again, hard save. Me too, Rita. Me too.
Rita.
Yes, I tried to correct myself.
We get another scream, but it's like an actual perfectly cut scream.
Oh, that fucking killed me! Yep. Oh my god, I love perfectly cut screams. They're so
every single time.
Someone put the fucking Barbie meme again.
Oh, and then what makes Rita such a badass as well is the way they like finish their henshin sequence, they just plop the fucking sword down in front of them, and I'm just like, I love that shit.
I kind of
so
love
hard.
it, especially since that, as we see through the trial, is her version of a judge banging their gavel. So there's like authority behind it.
Oh my god! Like every time, just bam, 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 bam. Like, oh.
I just thought it was her trying to radiate Ned Stark energy, but okay.
Could be that too.
Yeah. 'Cause, like,
And then the fucking balls to go to Hercules and just slap him right in the fucking face, and you can tell he's trying so hard to make it look like it didn't bother him in the slightest, but you can fucking see him twitching like, you motherfucker! How dare you!
Thank you, Rita, for doing what everyone watching the show has wanted to do.
I love
since episode
Hercules
1.
as much as I do, and even I was just like, yeah, take that, you fucking asshole. Oh, Rita is so fucking cool.
And then they say like, oh, it's a mosquito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Okay, so let's get into it.
They used the mosquito to do a
DNA test.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
The twist that literally everyone saw coming.
I did not see it because apparently I didn't read about the interview or something. Gira is Hercules' little brother.
So this opens up
been such a never mind.
Okay, 2 points. One, I'm shocked that this was revealed this early. Even without that article that spoiled it, which I absolutely think they should not have put out, and I can't fucking imagine why they would. Even without that, I think most of us could have pieced together what was happening, but I am shocked that they revealed it this early.
I didn't read the article, so I'm lucky I managed to not see it.
And finding out this information makes me enjoy Hercules as a character more, because I'm like, oh my god, he's that asshole usurping big brother who's like, oh, dad gave my little brother the fucking heir to the throne. Fuck him.
Yeah, so the most obvious lead-in from here is that Gira was supposed to inherit the throne and Hercules didn't like that, so he got rid of Gira. The immediate questions become, how did he do it? Why did Gira have no memory of it? And like, I feel like Hercules should have tried a lot harder to get rid of Gira because he knew this was eventually going to be outed.
He pulled a Hades.
Should have been like
Hercules. He should have done it
Matt
himself.
kind of situation. Just throw something on him that, like, you know, doesn't, that like fucks up his identity, and lock him in a cell for fucking ever. Don't talk about him.
Man in the Iron Mask.
No, instead he let his brother, he somehow erased his memories, I guess, and then just let him wander around as a street rat.
Okay, Decker, if you could find a picture for me. Also, props to them for finding a kid actor who looks exactly like Hercules.
It's fucking scary.
Holy shit!
I'm willing to bet that's the actor's actual little brother.
I would not be. This is the shit I wanted in Drive when they showed like Shinosuke as a little kid, and they didn't use fucking Takeichi Ryoma's actual little brother because he did a cosplay of him and he looked exactly like Shinosuke. It was terrifying. Oh. So I love this twist, and it makes so much sense, and I love Hercules more knowing that he's just this asshole usurper big brother.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And as we all know, it won't be as cut and dry as that.
Yeah.
This is episode 5. We have so much shit to go.
And I think that's why we know it. I think that's what they're trying to say by releasing that information so early on. And they're kind of
there's far more to it.
Yeah, putting their hands on their hips and like, guys,
no,
it's not going to be that.
But the rival ranger is the Red Ranger's older brother.
It's like
I love that so much.
It's such a classic trope.
It's so anime.
It's so good.
Oh my god, this show's incredible.
And so, once Gira is set free of his international crime charge, of course, that's the immediate cue for the Bugnarok to attack again.
And that's a big criticism I have for this show, and I think it might be my only one. Suddenly monster attack. There's no real build up to it, like in a regular Sentai episode.
There's so much good actual plot going on that the actual evil monsters feel 100% ancillary.
And I quite frankly, I don't know. Like we're on episode 5, and I can't really place names to the villains and stuff. It's only just recently that we've started seeing any extended scenes with them. And all of a sudden, at the end of the episode, just whoa! Here we are. We're here for our 5:30 appointment. With,
but like, I'm not even acknowledging Bugnarok. Fuck them. Racules is the villain. He's more interesting.
At least for this arc, for a while. And we're gonna, as for the episode preview, we're gonna see his henshin next episode.
Oh, I cannot fucking wait, man. Jeez, I might pull a Ichi and watch the Raw as soon as it fucking comes out.
Oh, I absolutely will. I've watched the Raw every week so far. Oh, and Kagedex in our Discord is saying that apparently the young Racules actor is not related to Racules' actor. That's amazing, then.
Good fucking job, Toei. You fucking nailed it.
What a killer casting department.
Damn.
So Bugnarok attacks, and thus the 5 Rangers roll out and do our very first group henshin, and it's still not a sequence.
They push.
We're probably not going to get stock henshin.
No way. Oh.
I refuse to believe that this show, with its amazing new LED technology and its fancy special effects budget, will deprive us of an actual stock transformation sequence. We get one for King-Ohger, and it's fucking perfect. Why they wouldn't do one for the transformation is fucking unfathomable.
Makes no sense.
I don't know, because like they're trying to be different. You get the shell around them, or like you get the amber around them when they transform.
Oh, like because of the amazing effects technology we've seen at play in this show so far, I can visualize in my head a gorgeous, well-animated stock henshin, and I want it to be real so badly.
Okay, I'm just thinking about this now, and I'm this is making me so happy thinking about this.
What?
I was excited I'm excited for the Zenkaiger Dawn Brothers crossover. I'm more excited for a Dawn Brothers King-Ohger crossover. These two teams interacting? My God!
Oh no!
That's gonna be so good.
Oh God.
Sweet. Truly,
I didn't even think about that till now.
Oh my God, it's gonna be batshit nuts.
So yeah, the 5 of them henshin, no stock sequence, no roll call yet, but I'm going to give them a pass for this episode because they're not really a team. They kicked him to the ground as they walked past him this time. So yeah, I'm going to
don't think we're gonna get a roll call.
Oh
no. I watched the stage show of the King-Ohger stage show. They had a roll call in that. They did.
There's a King-Ohger stage show?
I mean, there's stage shows for Sentai every season. And by stage show, it's more like a road show. They were like in a fucking parking lot or some shit.
I see.
But my point is, they did a roll call.
They did do one.
I will choose to keep the faith. Toei, I know you're listening. Don't disappoint me.
You bugged my house. I've allowed this specifically so that you'll do this.
We are like 8/10 of the way towards making this my unchallenged favorite Sentai ever. To do that 5 episodes in is fucking unheard of. Please don't disappoint me.
John, we need you, John.
I need this. I suffered all last year. Make it worth my while!
You have a Dawn Blaster to remind you.
Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean... Just because you suffered through doesn't mean it wasn't good.
Dawn Brothers? That was not good.
No, Paul. Dawn Brothers was fucking god tier.
It was only good from episode 45 to the end. That is my stance.
No, it was fucking god tier.
It was so god tier. I had to drop I couldn't watch King-Ohger immediately. I had to wait a month In fact, I watched all 5 episodes today.
Jesus.
And if I can actually say my piece without being interrupted,
Yes,
Yes,
go ahead.
go for
Sorry,
it,
we're
man.
just so
for 5
excited.
fucking seconds.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I think the show is definitely doing some good with having each episode lead right into the next.
Yes.
It has some good story elements going on. I love that we're having each episode focus on one member of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, the first 5 episodes have made a good story arc.
Sure.
Yep.
And I love that despite them all coming together as a clan, they still can't work together when they're combined as King-Ohger, because they're all trying to get that victory.
Yeah, they were all fighting. That somehow made them even stronger.
I was going to
know.
say, it was so funny watching them all struggle but be absolutely terrible at teamwork for their first fight. But then, because they all have alpha fucking energy of, like, I want to be the one that wins, somehow their souls synchronize and they channel the power they need to get the win.
Well,
It's so fucking funny.
It's so easy to explain, though. King-Ohger is exactly that. It's the power of kings. And what is a king but someone who basically believes that they themselves have the most protagonist energy on the planet. So each one of them is the protagonist of their own story, and that's how they're thinking. In each of their Sentai minds, red is not necessarily the leader. The leader color is their color.
It's so true, and I fucking love it so much.
Every one of them is just like, what? What do you mean I'm not the leader? I'm the king. I'm also a king. Fuck you.
You follow my lead.
Fuck you. You're a king of nothing.
Nothing.
And Dybowski's like, I'm also a king. Shut up, Dybowski.
No one asked you.
I love that they actually did do that.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, Dybowski. No one asked you.
You're out of your element.
You're only here because you have the suit. No one likes you.
And then while this fight is going on, the Bugnarok leaders snuck in under Gokon Palace and stole the gem for the Sasori Zord.
They got it out of, and then somehow squished it into the little amber thing.
Yeah.
I think that is just like where it's kept when it's not being used.
That makes sense.
It's kind of like how the power coins become power crystals and it uses joysticks to control the Zords.
Yeah.
Boink.
So yeah, that's that episode, and it looks like next episode will feature the debut of God Sasori, Gira coming home to Shugadam, and of course, the likely debut of O Kuwagara Ohger.
Can't wait.
They didn't show the suit, though, in the preview, so for all we know, it could end with him about to henshin.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you imagine? Honestly, I would probably do that if I was writing this show. I hate to say it, but I probably would do that. Like, end the episode.
No, I will say, normally, if a henshin's at the end of an episode, they will show the actual henshin, but then the episode will end right there. That's happened plenty before. I can't think of maybe more than 1 or 2 instances where, like, they're about to henshin and then the episode ends.
No, I'd endings of Sopranos this shit.
This isn't Sopranos.
Like, I would pull the ending of Sopranos and I would just, like, cut to black.
Hard cut.
Hard cut
Like
to
you
black
cut-
credits.
Like you cut to Hercules smiling, and it just cut black.
Yes. Like, he's holding up the sword, he's about to do it, black.
No, that'll be later when, like, he finally gets one over on them and he's about to kill them, and then the episode just ends there.
The series ends there.
No, that'll be how the fucking side special ends.
The side special will just be probably like the deleted scenes from this special.
People are
Or
going to
from
be
the
at
first
the end
5
of
episodes.
King-Ohger just, like, typing on the internet, like, well, did Tony get whacked?
It's probably going to be, the side special will honestly probably just be about, like, how he comes up with the O Kuwagara Ohger powers.
Yeah.
Dug it out of storage. Where is that? There it is.
I had it in a shoebox in the back of my closet.
Yeah.
Forgot I
It
had
was still
really.
gift wrapped from Bandai.
Any other specific thoughts you want to share, Gar? About episode 4 or 5, or just any of the other episodes?
The CGI landscape is good, and the like it's starting to get better after the first episode, and I feel like this team has some really good chemistry of being assholes to each other.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when Blue and Yellow were walking towards Black's kingdom, it's like, don't follow me, peasant. I'm not following you. You're going the same direction I'm going in.
Yeah.
Starts running.
It's the adult version of I'm not touching you.
How'd your butler get here so fast? He's very quick. I just want to see this cut into like a giant movie, though.
Right?
Like, because that's how it feels. It feels like each episode just leads straight into the next one. I'm like, oh, I like that.
Right?
You know what?
So good.
Well, George R.R. Martin was helping out on Elden Ring. He was in Japan. He was just dicking around. And he walked into John Toei's office, and he was like, "I'll ghostwrite a Sentai for you. You can't put my name on it, though. It's just gonna be Game of Thrones, but with Power Rangers."
That's why it's Ohger, because it's George, but like flipped around.
No.
I reached real hard with that one.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god.
All right. Well, overall, I think King-Ohger is still really great, and I'm super hyped to keep watching.
It might be
Yeah.
It very strongly could be the best. I mean, it hasn't beat Majin Ranger for me yet, but I know, like, I've seen all of Majin Ranger, and we're only on episode 5 of this, so it's like, you got a lot of time to prove me wrong, or you got a lot of time to win me over, but it's easily my number 2 favorite right now. Like, this, Majin Ranger, all of Sentai, and then this just kind of went, excuse me. Excuse me, I'm just gonna step in between you and you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Geats.
Entry. Ready, fight!
All right, so just for a bit of context on Paul's position, he has only seen the most recent couple of episodes, but right before we started recording, I did have enough time to show him episode 1.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to speak on a lot. I'm literally just... I looked in, it's the equivalent of looking in through a window, like, what's going on in this room? What's going on in here?
Boy.
Trauma.
My favorite,
Trauma
my
is
favorite.
what is going on in here.
Yeah, let our talk. Let's our talk.
Just my favorite part of Geats this week was
Excuse me?
Falling asleep.
Okay, first off, fucking Gene got a lot of fucking character development.
I am pissed!
Why?
My theories in tatters!
Oh.
You bastards! I had such a good idea about Gene being the final villain, and then he just hands off his fucking gun and leaves!
Here, take this future gun.
Well, because his whole thing was he wanted to experience like raw emotion and pain and suffering, and then he actually experienced it firsthand, and he realized, holy fucking shit, this is so strong.
This is what you feel all the time?
Life.
This sucks!
I gotta live my own life.
I want to go back to my future where I never have to deal with adversity.
I'm going back to the future.
Also, he made a very interesting good information about the Raise Riser. Apparently, it just lets you take the form of whatever the fuck you want.
Well,
to
yeah,
transform.
we saw Baroba do that when she like scanned his fucking Chiramu's thumb. It just does whatever the fuck they want. It's literally a plot device.
So here's my thing. So like, I think each of their forms reflects their personality. So Gene becomes a normal-sized human rider because, you know, he looks up to Ace, and Ace is a badass, and he like wants to be a rider like him. Baroba turns fucking into this big, huge thing because she thinks she's so big and better than everyone else. Keikura is he's a frog, so he likes to be a frog. And Kyun is a chimera because
he's two-faced.
He's a bunch of different emotions.
He's a tsundere.
Yeah. So I as little as important as they were, especially just to sell a toy, their meaning and like their forms and stuff have a lot of fucking deep.
Jerry is a genius. Kyun is a lion because he's cowardly about his feelings.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god.
You were just gonna say it's because he's lying.
Fucking lie.
He's
No, but that makes
lying.
sense.
Yep.
As a Wizard of Oz fan, I approve this. I approve this fan theory.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I talked about it a bunch last episode, but my whole plan was that Gene was going to discover emotions and then be so intrigued by them that it just twists his desires into wanting to push the heights of emotion to their maximum potential, wanting to see he talks about wanting to learn what it feels like, the thrills of mortality, and he talked previously about how he wants to enjoy Ace's life or the circumstances leading to his death. So I was thinking that Gene would eventually become twisted by this desire to the point where he would want to give Ace the most permanent, powerful, emotional death possible, and then lead him to him becoming the final villain of the show. But I guess I was wrong, so fuck me and every idea I've ever had.
I mean, final is going to be fucking God's creation.
I'm just wondering why no one told me that Ace is a Highlander.
Yeah, well, we just discovered this one or two episodes ago, too. So yeah, the idea is that Ace, it was originally this guy in like Greece or Rome or whatever.
Yeah.
And he loses his mother, who was apparently who apparently had a Japanese name, which still hasn't been explained. And then through this episode actually highlights, because through his conversation with Gene, I don't think it was his choice that he reincarnated with his memories intact. I think that was forced upon him, and now he's trying to find out why.
Because he's a Highlander.
In his conversation with Gene, he's looking for his mother so he can find out why this is happening to him.
Yeah.
This isn't something he chose to do.
He's essentially a doctor.
I haven't watched Doctor Who, so I can't confirm that, but I'll trust you on that.
It turns into a big... I mean, like, I guess it's adjacent to regeneration.
And the whole dichotomy between Ace and Gene is like made understandable in such a beautiful way. Gene is from the far off future and wants to learn what death is because he doesn't understand death. He is from the far off future and is one constant, long, immortal life. Whereas Ace has existed since the long ago past and has lived not one long life, but several fragmented lives, all of which ended. So whereas Gene has never known death, but only life, Ace has known repeated deaths over and over and over. And the dichotomy between their characters is fascinating.
Yeah, it's really good. It's good writing. It's some good writing shining through, definitely. But like, I found Geats to be like what I've seen. It's a bit of a mixed bag.
It's so funny because when we rewatched episode 1, the question that came to my mind is, remember when we thought Kayla was the protagonist?
Yep.
Yeah.
That changed.
Also, Lane,
Yep.
when you likened Ace's thing to regeneration, the first thing that popped in my head was, I like Tom Baker Geats. Sylvester
Matt Smith
McCoy
Geats?
Geats? Ew.
I prefer
Matt
Epic
Smith Geats?
I prefer Epic Lloyd Geats. They showed some of his like past lives, and one of them absolutely looks like Epic Lloyd. It's
funny.
fucking scary. For those who don't know, he's a YouTuber, one half of the Epic Rap Battles of History crew.
Yeah.
So we get the next round of the Sengoku game, and like I said last episode, it's literally just reboot.
Yeah.
We have Ace, Keiwa, Neon, and Giram fighting as samurai, and each of them henshin except for Giram, and I'm really sad we didn't get to see Gazer again. We did get to see Geats' builder form again, which was surprising.
Which I didn't like very much.
It's not even his form, it belonged to a movie writer first.
Yeah. It looked like it looked like something that was just sort of like a auxiliary form to sell toys.
Yep. You say that, I have the builder buckle in my box up there. So yes, they sold the toy.
Cool. It did his job.
And so Geats switches to Boost Mark II for a while, and of course, because that form is draining him, he goes down temporarily as he's fighting Glare. I'm going to refer to Baroba Glare as Glare 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Glaroba.
Yeah, so in order to mitigate the quote-unquote jet lag of using Boost Mark II, Gene puts one half of his Laser Raise Riser in the Desire Driver, and we get the debut of Laser Boost form.
I like it. It's very nice.
I don't like it.
Aww.
I admit that I really like it. I think it looks really cool, but I just like futuristic looking things, so.
Same.
It just feels like two different aesthetics clashing on the same suit, and I don't like when they do that.
It's Gene and Ace's bond.
It's literally it almost literally is a fusion form, so I won't condemn it too much because of what it is, but in terms of judging it for its own aesthetics, not a huge fan.
I like
Understood.
It's the torso that gets me.
Yeah.
Like when you see the helmet in profile, it looks really, really cool, but I could say that about all of Geats' helmets, and they're all kind of just fundamentally the Geats helmet. Maybe just a little bit more stylized or with a couple of pieces on it here and there, but it mostly stays the same. It's the torso that gets me. I don't like...
Understandable.
How bulky it is.
So he starts fighting against Glare 2.5, and she's like, "You would really strike a defenseless maiden?" she says while henshined.
And then Gene just goes, "Bitch, you're 350 years old!
How dare you bring my age into this?" I love that.
That was interesting.
I was like, all right there, Melisandre. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's a Game of Thrones reference.
And I like that we're highlighting once again that the users of the Laser Raise Risers literally customize their own appearance.
I like that. I think that's actually really cool. So now I can just make like Barry whatever the fuck he wants.
Yep. I will say watching Laser Boost fight was awesome, especially when he started like using gravity powers with like the rocks and shit. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And of course, because they just put out the album, this is where they start playing the full version of Trust Last.
Yep. I put like that. A battle is epic when they start playing the theme song.
Yep.
See, for me, I just like the TV size of like these rider openings are always like the best parts of the song. So that's just what I like. Why would I listen to the full version when I can just listen to the minute and a half best parts of the song?
And you know what? I will say I will give the full versions this as credit, and this is both true. This is true both of Trust Last and of Zenryoku King, the King-Ohger theme. I absolutely respect it when the full versions of these TV size songs are literally just tacked onto the end of it instead of interrupting the TV version. You know what I mean? There are versions of some songs where they add shit in the middle of the TV size version, and I fucking hate that because it interrupts the flow.
Yeah.
I don't like it either.
I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but everyone knows what I'm talking about.
The full theme fucking sucks.
Of Trust Last?
No.
Yes.
I mean, I already wasn't a huge fan of Trust Last in general.
I like Trust Last, but I acknowledge that it's really different from a lot of other Kamen Rider themes.
True.
So I think that might be a little hard to swallow. That being said, I don't listen to a lot of Kamen Rider themes. I know them like from a musical breakdown perspective, like how they're supposed to sound and things like that. And I acknowledge that it doesn't sound like a Rider theme, but I like it as its own thing. And I actually do like it as a Rider theme, just because it is that kind of subversive kind of thing to it. I dig it. It's fine. I don't think.
I mean, like it's fine. It's serviceable. It's not terrible. I don't actively hate it.
Sure, I kind of respect it for being different. That's more.
I personally like the theory that it's just Ace. So just over the last 2,000 years, I somehow kept getting named something close to fucking Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that too. I was just like, wow, that's gotta suck. It's not even a regular person name.
I like to think in one of his like past lives, he had a normal name, and then he was just like being so good at everything, and then like his friends and colleagues were just like, man, you're just an ace at everything you do. Hey,
damn it,
we're gonna call you Ace from now on.
Let's just call him it.
Fuck you, damn it.
I was so close to getting away without it.
And the guy's like, please don't.
Please call me Bartholomew. No, we're calling you Ace, buddy.
Joy.
Just like, I know you already mentioned the whole doctor reference thing, but could you imagine if he gets older and looks at himself in the mirror, just, oh, the ears. I don't really like the ears.
Nose. I've had worse.
It can't be the Doctor, because when we saw his very first form, he had like curly red hair, and I'm just like, oh, he's ginger.
That's another interesting dichotomy between Ace and Gene. Gene gets to fully customize his looks, appearance, and everything. Ace just has to keep rolling.
Yeah, Ace. Yeah.
He's either going to get a crit 20 or a crit 1.
He just keeps re-rolling his character.
He's just pressing that randomizer, hoping to get something good.
He's playing the gotcha on humanity.
Yeah.
And then
big money.
Just like
So
he wakes up as the current body. It's like, yes, finally an SSR.
Oh, chin. I love it. I've waited so long for this one chin.
Do you think Gene will come back at some point, or do you think we've just seen the last of him? Like
Future Boy?
It could go either way, honestly.
You know what? I have a feeling he'll probably be back.
He'll be back for the movie.
They haven't even given him the flowers yet, but we already know we can't trust that anymore either.
No, absolutely not.
I don't know. Maybe his actor's busy with another project or something, so he has to leave.
Yeah.
Maybe he will come back and be the villain like I wanted.
Honestly, I didn't even realize he did leave. I thought he just wasn't in the episode.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I'm going to go back to being an audience member and supporting you from afar. Bye!
He ran out of money.
Like, subscribe, and donate to my Patreon.
He ran out of going back in time potion.
I hear cat.
She's talking to her baby.
Oh. Okay, so now let's get into the more interesting.
Hold on. There's one other thing on this episode I want to mention. So Laser Boost finishes off quote unquote Baroba, and we see the big ass explosion. And for a second, I'm like, oh, is she dead? But no, she just limps out of it. I'm like, oh, she's alive. Of course she is. Fucking hell. And then Michinaga with the power move stealing the Vision Driver.
I'm taking this.
And I love it because like she's like, oh, was this your plan all along? You told me to use you. And my fucking dirty brain just goes, I meant sexually.
Wow. I'm
not sorry. And of course Michinaga goes to the goddess even though he can't do shit about it yet.
But he's like, my world's gonna be mine.
I really hope there's more to Buffa than what we've seen so far, because the whole I hate Kamen Riders because they beat up my friend is getting really stale.
The fact that he's a fucking hypocrite too.
Yeah.
I hate Kamen Riders. I want to destroy every Kamen Rider.
I want to be the most powerful Kamen Rider so I can murder all of the other Kamen Riders.
Such a shame because he's got a cool suit.
Yeah.
Buffa's got
a really cool look. Decker's right. He is a ghoul. He's a giant fucking hypocrite.
No, but do you know what I think he's deep down his real goal is? He lost his best friend because of this stupid fucking Desire Grand Prix. This whole organization.
So just switch him back to life!
No, but that's not the point. He wants to destroy this whole thing so that no one will ever again suffer the same way his friend did.
Also, I find that a bit bullshit that they were setting up the fact that his best friend,
bullshit.
Like a Jamato was using his best friend as a disguise. And he's like,
yeah, they dropped that real quick.
You're just a Jamato. I'm like, well, there goes that fucking subplot. Thanks, Yu Takahashi.
Yeah, like I said,
Takahashi, can you actually fucking write a good story?
I was saying before, on one hand, respect to Michinaga for not being fooled, but on the other hand, I would have liked to really to see what would happen if he just like absolutely went into the mist, into the gas, so to speak, and just let the illusion fool him.
Like, I'm noticing a trend with Takahashi's writing, and it's the fact that his shows are good. But the problem is, binge watch his shows for them to be good. If you watch them from week to week, dude, I kept fucking passing out while watching Geats. And it wasn't a thing that, I was watching it late at night or watching it first thing in the morning. No.
There's something to that. Geats seems like an engaging story from a macro perspective. From a micro perspective, like when you're actually looking at the components of it, it doesn't really flow very well, and I like I was saying, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. Like, the things that I've been seeing are kind of a mixed bag.
I will say that, like, the early to mid part of the show I enjoyed a lot more than where we are at now. The only part of the current part of Geats that I'm enjoying is Ace's story. And actually what we're about to talk about.
Oh, no. You know what? I watched the recent episode. Fuck this show. So fucking stupid. It's so out of fucking left field.
Yeah, a little bit.
As a person who's only seen the first episode and the last maybe 3 episodes,
I mean, this isn't exactly completely out of nowhere. There was that one moment a couple of episodes ago where Neron was talking to Time Fire Dad. It's like, you should be grateful that your daughter exists because the guy Neon's father is played by the Quantum Ranger.
Oh
no, and that's my problem. They did it again. It was one of those episodes where, like, we didn't know that information beforehand. Sure, they added an extra little layer to make it more oh my god, but like, they shouldn't have ever mentioned it episodes ago.
You know how I think this should have been handled? I think instead of mentioning that she was a creation of the goddess, they should have made a passing mention of Kurama Akari existing, and our assumption would have been dead sister. And then they spring this episode on us, and we find out, no, Neon is a replacement for a dead daughter.
It's so like.
Still.
Why?
That's fucked up.
I would have to go back and see if the planting is okay, because quite frankly, like, if they've been subtly planting for this.
Honestly, aside from the one other conversation a couple episodes ago, there was not really anything I would call a precursor to this reveal.
I mean, at least now we know why the mom's so fucking
overprotective.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm willing to believe that is not related. I'm willing to believe that she knows nothing about this and they overwrote her memory.
I don't know.
Her mom is the way she is because of the kidnapping, because in the revised timeline, Neon was kidnapped and retrieved, and that's why her mother's overprotective, because she got kidnapped. And then we find out that, oh no, the timeline was overwritten through the goddess's power in exchange for Timefire Dad becoming a financial sponsor of the Desire Grand Prix.
And which that, like that's what bothers me.
What? That's
a
good setup.
No. How did he know about the Desire Grand Prix?
That is a question that is not yet answered. The other major question that I have is, if the daughter that they lost was named Akari, why is her name Neon now?
Do you think Timefire Dad is going to be a former Kamen Rider?
No,
I won't say that's off the table.
You know what?
How else would
I would have preferred that.
That was a question we were just asking.
No, I know. I'm trying to answer it. Like, the way I'm pretty sure they could. I'm pretty sure they're going to establish later that no, he was a former Kamen Rider, and he probably that's why he knows what the.
Well, here's the thing. They brought him in as a sponsor of the Desire Grand Prix, which means they require sponsors for a reason that is not entirely clear, because they're from the future and have their magical future technology. Why would they need sponsors?
I don't think it's a question of needing a sponsor. I think that he hates the Desire Grand Prix, and the trade-off for him getting the goddess's power there was him having to actively support. Like, the sponsorship thing isn't necessarily...
But he has no...
need money.
Unless there's something else going on that we don't know about yet, there's
That's
no
what I
reason
mean.
for him to
That's
hate
what
the
I mean.
Desire Grand
I'm trying
Prix.
to call it right now that he is a former person who took part in the Desire Grand Prix.
Oh!
He wants nothing to do with
Orb in the chat just connected it. You know what we've forgotten? Ben and John were riders.
Oh,
no,
okay.
because then they also forgot that they were riders. So how would he? Because if they were riders in the previous DGP and Time Fire Dad found out, and thus the game got wiped, how would he still remember?
Because they brought him on as a sponsor, so they don't need to wipe his memory.
And like I said, I don't think that them calling him a sponsor has anything to do with some financial need. I think that the trade-off is you now have to support this thing that you hate.
I mean, he is also the head of a major corporation.
No.
Yeah.
Think of it this way too. What if Niram seeked him out because, they're dimension hopping, time traveling fucking people, and they're like, okay, who's the richest person in this fucking era? Oh, this guy. Well, what does he want? Oh, his daughter died from a kidnapping? You want a new daughter? Okay, well, if you sponsor us, we'll give you a new daughter.
Once again, our Discord comes to the assist. Kaguya mentions that sponsors work on suppressing the media when the Jamato attacks happen. And that's true because the dad has mentioned in the show about how much trouble he's having suppressing the media. That absolutely has to be it.
I don't know. Either way, just... I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the show anymore.
Aww.
I went into it thinking, hey, it's going to be like Ryuki, except for the modern day. But then Takahashi decided to just shake everything up to the point where it's like, so when's that next Kamen Rider trademark?
I will think that some things could have been better handled, like how we mentioned how the reveal of Akari could have been a little bit better. But other than that, I'm kind of back on board.
And listen, Gar, I wouldn't be and you know my feelings on Ryuki, but I would not be basing my criteria of how much I like this show on how like Ryuki it is. Like,
also, we need to stop for a second and fully appreciate we have a female writer with actual fucking plot.
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
It almost never.
Last season was Jean.
That's true. I know, but I'm saying it's not a regular occurrence, and we need to recognize and respect when they do it.
And this is making up for lost time on that.
If they keep doing it every year going forward, also excellent.
It should not be remarkable that we get female writers. Like we should not be living in.
It's not just getting female writers. It's getting female writers with actual plot. An example to the contrary would be Valkyrie from 01. She had almost no plot.
Yeah.
We don't want tokenism.
Exactly. So
for me, it's I like the twist that they made. They just executed it really badly.
It could have been done better.
There should have been more build up to it than one little tease.
This should have been peppered throughout Neon's entire character.
Agreed.
Like, we should have a plethora of moments to look back on that now we have to look at with different context.
Exactly.
If that's not what happened, then this was poorly done.
Like we said, there was literally only one conversation a couple episodes ago that even hinted at this.
I almost kind of, like, I do want to watch more of Geats, but now I'm interested in watching it knowing what I know.
Exactly.
So that I can look at it and be like, okay, where's the planting? And is it worthy of
I loved watching episode 1 with you, because we see Shiro, who you obviously know doesn't stick around the second you see him, because he's not in the later episodes.
Yeah.
And the first thing you said seeing Shiro was, that's silly.
Yeah.
Because of his big fucking bear head.
I literally looked at it and I was like, that's dumb.
Well, good news, he's not around long.
But you should show him the school shooter bear rider.
Oh yeah, there's another bear rider who's a school shooter. And then there's another one who's a punk rocker, and he's awesome.
He's got a pumpkin bear head.
What a
You know, I
fucking
think
spectrum. Like, domestic terrorist rock star.
I think the fans are right. I think it is this Takahashi getting to me again.
Yeah.
Might be.
Because
I don't think you like him.
because you'll listen to it in Ultra Galaxy chat how we were all just fucking blown away by. We watched Ultraman Decker and they did the exact same thing. There was no build up to this thing, and then giant everything just flipped 180. It was like, what just happened?
I will say I'm glad that we got out of the way this really annoying arc of Neon not knowing Kyun. They finally meet up and she recognizes him. And of course, him being the two-faced tsundere he is, insists that I'm not nice, I hate you.
So wait, question. Does the general public know about the goddess?
No one knows about the goddess.
No.
So, okay,
No.
alright. So, okay.
What happened? The way this works is every time the Jamato attack, once the battle is resolved and the game is won, anyone who's affected by it gets their memories wiped. Especially when the game is all the way over and they have a winner, as we saw at the end of the first episode, they literally reset the entire world and reformat it.
Okay, so my question is, when Villain Girl decided to broadcast to all of Neon's followers that she's fake or whatever, why exactly did her followers not know, what the fuck are you talking about? What goddess?
Honestly, that was a little...
Why didn't...
I think what was happening is, I don't know if she was broadcasting to Neon TV followers. I think she was broadcasting to the Desire Grand Prix audience, all of whom are the extra-dimensional future people.
Okay, then why would it make a difference to them then?
Because they're the ones watching the show.
No, I know, but if they know about the goddess and stuff like that, why exactly would that affect their enjoyment of her as a streamer? That she isn't.
Hold on, no.
Person?
There's two separate audiences at play here.
Okay.
Neon's normal human life is her streaming her adventures of trying to escape her rich family to normal human people who exist in the real world.
And my question is, okay, well, you know what?
And Baroba's broadcast was to the Desire Grand Prix audience, who are not normal people. They are extra-dimensional people from the future who are watching this as a period piece.
Okay.
That's a plot point they reveal halfway through the show.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly where all the outrage was coming from that she's not a real person. I'm just okay.
I think part of that is because they are people from the future who are completely different minded than we are. And Kaguya in our chat says it's like watching a character in a game realizing they were a bot the entire time. You're not a real person. Why should we care about you?
So
you're a fake.
It's the girlfriend from Spy Kids 3D.
It is the girlfriend from Spy Kids 3, but I...
Oh my god.
But I would
Geats
feel...
is just Spy Kids!
Damn it!
Damn it.
Come up with an argument, I dare you.
I'm not trying to come up with an argument. I'm trying to wrap my head around this situation. I don't have enough context.
Neon's a VTuber!
Damn it, she's actually a VTuber.
Wow, the VTuber technology is amazing.
VTuber.
Wow!
She's Neurosama. Oh no.
That's so fucked up.
Wow. I literally spent my entire looking at her and I'm just oh, so she's a regular streamer, but no, she is actually a VTuber. Okay. Oh dear.
All right. Well, anyway, I will say, after they reveal about Akari and Neon, the alternate versions of those flashbacks get real fucking creepy, especially the mom singing "Happy Birthday" to no one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This just became a slasher movie.
That was upsetting.
Yes.
Yeah. We also saw Geats Ninja Magnum.
Magnum
Cool.
Ninja, yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
All that trauma, all that stuff. Oh yeah, Ninja Magnum too. It's great.
I love how confident the JGP people were, and then their plans are so easily subverted by, hold on, let me go instead.
They're like, Geats, no, we're thwarted.
You're supposed to be over there.
Our
Like, Kay was
incredibly
fighting
specific plan to this one person has failed. No.
Like he was fighting Jamato, and then like another one like teams up with him, and he's like, "It's like what the fuck? That's just 1-on-1." And it's like, I'm like, bro, there are no rules in the JGP.
Yeah, so this new Jamato that they grow at the start of the episode, I looked it up. Apparently, this is the Dunkleosteus Jamato.
The Dunkin' Donuts Jamato.
It's apparently
Dunkachino.
it's like an ancient fish.
Dunkachino.
The Japanese name is Kodaigyo Jamato, and apparently the English name of this form, this ancient fish, is the Dunkleosteus.
So glad I've never seen Jack and Jill in full.
I don't know why it has a fucking keyblade though.
I didn't even notice.
It looked like it had a keyblade.
It was so fucking early in the morning when I was watching all the episodes, so I just remember like things. But like Geats, I remember like decently, but King-Ohger just fuck man, like
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Not gonna lie, I'll probably keep watching King-Ohger, and then I don't know, when there's like a month left of Geats, I'll probably binge it.
So what you normally do?
Yes.
Jamato.
WW Literature Club Jamato.
Gar, I think what you're experiencing is you're hyped up for a new Rider show, the same as we are, and then like you're giving it the benefit of a doubt. Something happens in the middle where you just kind of go, all right, I think that's it for me for now.
That was me a couple of episodes ago. Literally right before the reveal of Ace's past, I was like, all right, this show's starting to lose me. And then they reveal Ace is a fucking multi-life human throughout all time. And I'm like, all right, you fuckers, I'm back.
And yes, we can talk about that, how pissed he was. I, like, literally, when Geats at the end, he was just so furious that he was just wordlessly beating the shit out of all of them.
Yep.
I was just okay, I have no context on this. I have only watched 3 episodes of this show, and I already went, nope, this guy, like, this is some legitimate acting from this guy. Like,
and for Geats, it's just a matter of like, yeah, like the characters are cool, the plot's interesting and stuff. I'm here for all the equipment. Like, I love the suits, I love the belts, the gimmicks, all the weapons, like everything this show has in terms of like merchandise. I'm just eating it up. It's so good,
and they're just piling it out.
I'm just kind of on it. I
know you're not too big on the Geats merchandise.
I mean, I do have a Desire Driver, and there's a couple of things that I enjoyed, but like I'm not clamoring for every single thing I see.
I got you one just because I wanted you to have one.
And I appreciate that.
We were discussing about the fact that the base Desire Driver, it comes out, it's just like, we got five trinkets, but we can make 10 forms of them, but some of those forms are just the same thing, just flipped up.
Technically, it was only... the base version of the Desire Driver comes with 3 trinkets, Magnum, Boost, and Hammer, and the commercial advertising it pointed out how you can make 10 different forms with it. You could do Magnum, you could do Boost, you could do Magnum Boost, you could do Boost Magnum, you could do Hammer, you could do Hammer Boost, you could do Hammer Magnum, you can flip the belt around now to 3 other forms.
Bitch.
You see the belt? They flipped the bitch!
Now this one's a gun, and you can also attach it to your belt, so you have another dick gun belt.
Ah, they got us with the dick gun belt again!
I love it, man. I love it.
It would be fucking so fun. Like, they'll never do it, but the funniest thing I can imagine is, like, so after he's gone into laser boost form, he wants to shoot the gun at him, but he forgets to, like, properly detach it, so he grabs the gun by the handle and rips the belt completely off.
His pants fall down.
Like, I just realized something. Like, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just realized something about King-Ohger.
Uh-huh.
They don't have the Super Sentai logo at the start of the opening.
You're right. I didn't realize that.
Huh. Interesting.
What the fuck? Even Dawn Brothers had that.
Disrespectful.
You know
what?
Maybe it's
50th
so
anniversary
from the continuity that they're like trying to say it's that far from the rest of the Rangers, sort of thing.
50th anniversary, well.
Yeah, they're.
You know what? It's not a Sentai. The title is Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger.
They don't have the logo. They don't have the logo on it, or what?
No. So at the opening of each Super Sentai show, they have the Super Sentai franchise logo, and then it transitions into the opening.
Okay. I don't know.
That is a really weird thing to omit.
I missed the Sentai clock.
Rip
What?
Sentai clock. Okay, so since it aired first thing in the morning, the Japanese clock was on
in the
TV
corner of the
screen.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Rip the Sentai clock.
Hmm.
Are you supposed to watch Sentai during breakfast or something?
Yeah, it's Sunday morning cartoon.
Nice.
Yeah. Like what they have to experience Sunday morning is what we fucking experienced on Saturday morning.
Saturday, yeah.
Well, 11 at night.
For us, it airs
We
Saturday night.
have Saturday morning cartoons. They have Sunday morning tokusatsu.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
So yes,
incredible.
so Ace gets really pissed off after Baroba reveals that Neon is not a real person.
With the stupid like animated GIF. It's weird.
Yeah, that's her VTuber, even though her actual body already is a VTuber.
Yeah.
I think it should have been like a Baroba, like the rider form, but like as a little chibi.
Just like a little cow.
Yeah.
So yeah, they reveal Neon's existence, and Ace gets pissed off, so he steps into the second round of the bullfighting game, taking over her. She's like, Neon was supposed to be the second, and then Geats just promptly goes, fuck that and fuck you, and then goes laser boost and fucks everyone's shit up.
Yes.
Isn't it-
Methodically, I might add. Like, just calculatedly, just destroys them.
He even shoots down one of the cameras. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Between a lot of the fights, like, you know, like Ace seems like he's very tendo. Like he's doing everything, and it seems like he's not even trying. He was trying.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, nope, not playing games anymore. Then beats the shit out of him.
So the episode ends with Geats going in to finish off Bishop.
Yep.
Looks like next week will be Nago versus Buffa, and apparently Kamen Rider Kyun jumps in at some point.
I already know what's gonna happen. She's gonna be like, I don't care if I'm a
The
replica. I'm who I
tsundere
am.
dude with the frizzy hair,
Yeah.
he turns into a Griffin Rider.
Oh, I see.
A horrible CGI looking lion rider. It's fucking weird.
Someone put
I
up a
love
picture
it.
of Kamen Rider Kyun.
Yeah, put up all four of the fucking support riders.
And yeah, that is Geats. Yeah, it's like a sphinx. It's like a manticore, griffin, like whatever you want to call it, lion with wings.
Okay.
There it is. That's what the frizzy-haired dude turns into.
Oh, it's not good. Oh god.
It's not good at all.
My butt's getting sore.
That's what Baroba usually transforms into, but she stole the Vision Driver.
Yeah, giant nuke fucking firing.
I just realized,
gold
why does
thing.
Kamen Rider Baroba have a penis?
That's a tail, Ichi.
And yeah, you know the frog statue that Kawa was with?
Yeah.
Turns into that.
Turns into a frog.
I'm a frog.
The one you kiss.
Yep.
Handsome thing.
Oh yeah, and Gene, that's his rider form that you didn't
That's
see.
Gene's rider for him.
That's not bad.
Ichi almost liked it till they shoved a card in his
It was
head.
almost perfect, but I fucking hate the card head. And I like Decade Complete form, so that's really bad.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
It's Poppy
I love that.
Bubble.
Yeah. Yo, what if she cameos in the movie?
No.
I legit. I am not afraid to admit. I'm not afraid to say I'm going to see the Barbie movie.
You've made that very clear, Lane.
It's got Margot Robbie in it as Barbie. This is not a movie meant for little girls.
This is Harley Quinn, good version.
They know they're fucking Shang-Chi is a Ken in the movie.
Oh,
Michael
God.
Cera's in it.
Not as Ken.
No, it's Alan, Ken's friend.
I saw him described as discontinued Alan.
Yeah, he's like Ken's best friend, Alan.
Wasn't it? Yeah, I saw the tweet. There was like, oh, these other characters, controversial Midge and discontinued Alan. And I'm
Wait,
like,
John's.
that's the funniest shit.
Wait. John Cena's gonna be in it? Okay, this movie just got more interesting.
I'd say I didn't see that,
Anyways.
but that's the joke.
Okay, and last important thing, because it's actually kind of related. We're getting a Scott Pilgrim anime.
With all the movie cast, including Chris Evans.
I squealed.
Yeah, no,
Squealed.
that's
No,
badass. No,
He doesn't have to
do
be
you know-
Steve Rogers' perfect human anymore, so
Yeah.
he's got lots of time.
No, but it's okay because we're getting Aubrey Plaza back as Julia Powers.
Oh,
I fucking love her.
cool.
How are you doing that with your mouth? Never mind, I'm doing that with my mouth.
All right, well, that is Castranger for the week. Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Now that we don't have to do a double episode special anymore, we can actually do Metal April as intended.
Yes.
I love
we're
Metal
doing
April.
Metal April 5.
Well, 5 of them already? Holy shit.
Well, we skipped it last year to do anime.
Oh, that's right.
So our topic for next week will be episode 1 of Mega Beast Investigator Juspion.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, what?
It's one of the Metal Hero shows.
Basically, Toei's question 2: how do we follow up on a good Space Sheriff trilogy? Let's find out.
Let's find out together.
No.
On Crunchyroll.
All right.
Oh, is it on Crunchy? Do they have
Yeah.
Toku on Crunchy?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
wow.
like
okay.
some Toku, like some Japanese shows.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all once again for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook page, Twitter account, Patreon, Discord, merch store, all of our cool shit. Let us know what you thought of these episodes in the comments. Hashtag comments for Lane. We haven't had that in a while.
Hashtag comments
Yay.
for Lane.
Yeah.
Comments
He
for
needs
me.
comments so that he's starting to get a little thin. He needs to grow up big and strong.
So, sorry, Wind Spectre, you had to get pulled from the schedule for Metal April.
No! What? Oh, but we were hyping it up so much.
Yeah, but we'll do a theme month surrounded by Wind Spectre.
Yeah, when September.
We'll do the
Win
entire
September.
we'll do the entire trilogy.
Sick.
No, June Spectre.
That too.
Ooh.
We'll figure it out.
Do it in June.
Yeah.
We'll get to everything we can eventually.
Well, now if you
God knows
excuse
after
me,
10
we're
years.
gonna go to within 13 hours. We're gonna go see the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, by the time, literally when this episode comes out, the Saturday after we record it, we will be getting into our seats to watch the Mario movie.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, you had
You're
your
not.
chance.
He was
No,
the
I
lucky
didn't.
one.
Like I said, it wasn't in my budget.
Yeah, it is in his budget.
All right.
Bye,
Well,
everybody.
thank you all again, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye!
Night, y'all.